I'm Greg Street, Ghostcrawler. I'm the design director on League of Legends. So in 2016, players are finally going to get to see the brand new League of Legends client. It's going to feel like a brand new game, a familiar game, but it's going to feel like a game that was made in the 21st century as opposed to the old creaky client, which is definitely showing its age. I think the first thing players are really going to notice is the visual look in the UI. It's very consistent across the board. It's more up to date. Players who have tried out things like the crafting system or the new team builder are going to see a little bit of that visual style. That's kind of the new look we're going for. There's some more animating elements. There's a lot more. The champion portraits are much more front and center rather than being these tiny little squares that you page through. The visual scheme has a lot of icy blues and silvers and some metallics in there rather than the kind of almost random orange and black and white that we have kind of all over the UI now. When you get a good champion mastery score or you earn IP or XP, we give players a little more of a pat on the back now. You see bars filling up and things moving in from the sides. Again, it feels like a modern game rather than the very understated. Maybe you'd get a chat line in the middle of the screen today to kind of let you know that you did something cool. We have two stores in League of Legends. There's a store that you purchase things from within the game in Summoner's Rift, and then there's the store you can go to look for things like new champions or skins. That experience is really tough on players today. It's hard to find new content. You have to page through lots of pages. You have to use sometimes weird search terms to find what you want. We don't do a good job of kind of suggesting to players like, hey, this is, look at this really cool skin that's on discount today, or it's something we think you would like, or you play a lot of this type of champion, here's another type of champion. Things like Amazon do a really good job of suggesting stuff to you. I think the big thing will just be navigation and just not being so cramped and having so many multiple pages to tab through. The League client is definitely built with League of Legends in mind. I mean, that's our game and that's what we're really trying to showcase here. But in the future, we also view it as being the Riot level platform that when we do have multiple games, players will experience them all through this similar platform. And even if your friends are in other games, you'll still be able to have things like chat channels and clubs go across all of the games. So we've been working on this client for a long time, and we're really close to the point where players are going to be able to see it. Anyone who went through our Summoner's Rift update, our strategy there was to roll it out very slowly. We wanted to have plenty of time to react to player feedback and get everyone kind of used to the idea that this is what League of Legends is going to look like in the future. We didn't want anyone to have the experience of logging in and be like, I don't recognize this game anymore. So similarly, we're going to have a long, slow rollout on the public beta realms. We're going to start with ARAM maps. It may be the kind of thing that we turn on for a little while, play some games, turn it off as we react to feedback. And once that's going well, we'll port more and more features over to the new client. And then eventually, hopefully by the end of the year, we'll reach a point where that is League of Legends. The old client is completely gone, and you're playing everything from ranked Summoner's Rift to ARAM to the temporary game modes all through the new client. I mean, the League client is being built with things like the clubs and parties features in mind, the ability to have kind of a permanent friends list you can chat with, and the ability to kind of keep parties, the pre-made concept over the course of multiple games. And we've incorporated chat throughout the client. So it's, from the moment you log on, you'll be able to talk to your friends. Eventually, when we're at the point where Riot has multiple games, we want you to be able to be in League of Legends or in other games and be able to talk about, hey, do you guys want to group up and do something together next? For players, the experience of switching should feel pretty behind the scenes. We'll download the new data as we need it, and probably there'll be both clients, invisibly on their system for a while until we're certain that everything is, full steam ahead on the new one, that we're not going to have to go backwards with anything, and then we could eventually just remove the old client.